All right, guys. Rant Roller Sports. Uh, this is kind of a breaking news story, but it's not about the timing of the story. It's about how LeBron James and Russell Westbrook get along playing together. Can they win together? As the latest reports are that Russell Westbrook will be joining LeBron James. I'm not sure whether it's via trade or whatever the case may be. I haven't gotten into the details of the story yet. But first and foremost, let's show you who Russell
They're back in
Westbrook
that
is.
1-2-2 zone.
He's number 0 in red here with the Rockets.
On the 24. Little shake and bake, swatted out of bounds by James.
LeBron James blocks him there. All right. Let's hear what Skip Bayless has to say.
I think Westbrook is still.
But before I let them speak, I just want to give my opinion on this real quick. This reminds me of a team up of Dwayne Wade and LeBron in Miami, along with Chris Bosh, and I guess the Brow, Anthony Davis, would fill Chris Bosh's role. But this is the issue. LeBron James is older. Russell Westbrook is older. And LeBron James did return to playing much better defense the last 2 seasons, specifically last year when they won the championship. But Russell Westbrook has never been known as a great defender, nor a great shooter or decision maker. So will he provide a big boost of energy to LeBron? Yes, he will. Will he be able to help LeBron when LeBron needs rest and goes to the bench and run the team and take over and be better or be an upgrade to Schroeder? Yes, he will. The big question is, is Russell Westbrook willing to learn from LeBron, who's one of the smartest basketball players ever? A lot of people on my channel like to talk about how Larry Bird is so cerebral, and he is, and he was, and how great of an IQ he had and how much better he is than LeBron. I agree with Larry Bird had a great IQ, but so does LeBron. LeBron is one of the greatest minds the NBA has ever seen, as far as on the court and off the court, for that matter. But anyway, I want to know, can Russell Westbrook put his ego to the side and be willing to be tutored by the much wiser, smarter LeBron James?
Playing at a very, very high level.
Yep.
But I believe there are better fits for what the Lakers need. Now, I don't believe these guys are better. Lonzo Ball, Mike Conley, Kyle Lowry, Malcolm Brogdon. I don't believe these guys.
Woo! Shannon looking sharp. Glasses matching the suit. Hallelujah.
Guys are better than Russ as an individual player. But in the team, Chris Paul would be a better fit.
Yep.
I'm not saying I wouldn't go 3 years, but I believe next year.
I agree. Chris Paul would be a much better fit with LeBron James. He plays defense, and he doesn't hog the ball and doesn't need to jack up 25 to 30 shots a game.
Chris Paul would be a better fit than Russ.
I agree.
That's just where I am.
Yep.
And Skip, I get it. He's an LA native. Russ plays hard, but Russ can only play his way. Remember,
Russ only plays one way, and that's offensively. Yet they rave about how hard Russell Westbrook plays every night. He plays every possession like a mad dog. But that's only on the offensive end. Where is his mad dog aggression on defense?
wanted out of Houston, he says, I got to get back to playing Russ. Well, now if he's going to, like James Harden. James Harden played a particular way in Houston, but he got with 2 other superstars and says, you know, I can no longer play that way. He bought into a system. The question is, could Russ...
I thought Russell Westbrook actually played pretty well alongside James Harden for what it was. Because when you put 2 guys together in the same backcourt who both like to shoot the ball 25, 30 times, and for them to actually make that work as well as it did, I have to commend Russell Westbrook for adapting his game to go along and play with James Harden. So since he did that with James Harden, and James Harden is not a proving winner, not as a championship level winner anyway, I think he would do the same for LeBron, but hopefully he would get smarter on defense and late game decision making.
Buy into a system, or is Russ the system?
Yep.
That's my only point. I think he's phenomenal. He plays hard.
Russ is a broken system, and right now LeBron can fix it.
Doesn't shortchange it. He and Giannis might be the two hardest players on a nightly basis, and you will find in the NBA. But for what?
You cannot compare Russell Westbrook to Giannis. Giannis is an all first team defense player and candidate for Defensive Player of the Year. All right, you cannot compare the two at all.
The Lakers need, Skip. And look, people like shooting. I don't know if anybody noticed this, but I'm gonna break it to you. You do realize the last two teams that won the championship didn't shoot the three ball very well. The Lakers in the bubble and the Bucks were awful. So there's no, you gotta.
Well, you're misspeaking a little bit there, Shannon Sharp. The Milwaukee Bucks have shot the three ball well for the last 3 years as a team. The pressure of the finals got to them a little bit, and probably fatigue and injuries and things like that. But the Bucks were, for the last 3 seasons, one of the best defensive teams and one of the best three-point shooting teams in the league, despite Giannis' shortcomings in that area.
You gotta shoot three. No. If you got size and you can dominate the boards, which the Lakers dominated the Heat, which the Bucks dominated the Sun, guess what? Ta-da, you win. So everybody, this notion about you need 3-point shots to win, Skip, but at some point in time, you're going to have to shoot some three.
You do need 3-point shots to win. The Lakers winning that championship in the bubble without being a great 3-point shooting team, a lot of things had to fall into place for that to happen. And number one of that is Miami Heat limping their way to the finals, which they didn't belong there in the first place. If a much more dangerous offensive team would have came to the finals against the Lakers, even though the Lakers are my team historically, it might have been a different series. Although I'll give the Lakers credit for last year. They played great defensively, and they was anchored by LeBron, a much more motivated LeBron on the defensive end.
Skip, Russ shot 31%. Russ in his career is a 31% three-point shooter.
Yep.
He shot 31.5 last year.
30.5. Oh, his career.
Yeah, his career 30.5. He was a tick above his career at 31.5 last year. Skip, I don't get this. I really don't. And like I said,
that's not a big deal as long as Russ doesn't jack up 6-7 threes a game. If he only takes 1 to 3 and makes 33% of that, 1 out of 3, I can live with that. And, his forays into the paint. But where he gets in trouble, Russell Westbrook, that is when he starts jacking up 10 plus threes a game and just coming down and shooting early in the shot clock without getting others involved, especially late in games.
I like Russ. I think he's a phenomenal talent.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's the right person in this situation for the Lakers.
Okay.
Well, he might be the only fit going forward that could possibly boost the Lakers to another championship while LeBron has some prime years left. The only other guys I could see coming in there doing that would be if they traded for Damian Lillard or Bradley Beal. 2 other great scorers that can also shoot the ball much better than Russell Westbrook. But other than that, I don't see them getting a much better third all-star to go along with Davis and LeBron. But I'm going to leave it here for the sake of keeping the video short. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Please subscribe, like, share the video, help grow the channel. We'll be live streaming soon. I bought a mic and a camera to start doing so I look forward to hearing from you guys in the live streams coming up soon on Rant Roller Sports. All right, guys, is Russell Westbrook a championship fit for LeBron James? That's the question. All right, peace.